Rebel Dogs, Heroic Tales of Trusty Hounds by Kimberlie Hamilton. Taro and Jiro, alone in the Antarctic. 3-year-old brothers Taro and Jiro were the youngest of 15 sled dogs that accompanied the first Japanese expedition to Antarctica in the 1950s. They were Sakhalin Huskies, big and burly with thick coats perfectly suited for super cold climates. The first team of researchers planned to stay for some time at the South Pole, but a ferocious storm forced them to evacuate. The dogs were left behind, chained together and given enough food to last a few days until the men could return. That was the plan, at any rate. Tragically, no one came back for nearly a year. When they finally did, they found 7 dogs had perished and 6 were missing, never to seen again. Yet, to everyone's utter astonishment, 2 of dogs, Taro and Jiro, were still, by some miracle, very much alive. How on earth did they manage to survive 11 months on their own in such brutal conditions? They had endured winter temperatures that plunged as low as minus 60 Celsius, minus 76 F, living on penguins, seabirds and fish. Fahrenheit. Living on penguins, seabirds and fish. Equally amazing, they had respected the bodies of the deceased canine comrades. Taro and Jiro stayed in Antarctica to pull sleds for the second team of researchers. After Jiro passed away of natural causes, Taro returned to Japan and lived for another 10 years. The brothers' incredible survival stories spawned books and films that made them national heroes in Japan. Today, there are monuments all across the country honoring the courage and the sacrifice of the other dogs of Siowa Station. 1934, 1960, 1970. Japan, Antarctica. Mutts with guts. Taro and Jiro beat the odds to survive at the South Pole. Here are 9 other dogs who also endured some harrowing times and lived to bark the tale. Ben was swept out to sea during the 2011 tsunami in Japan. The mixed breed dog spent 3 weeks drifting on a rooftop. The Coast Guard spotted him a mile offshore and returned him to his overjoyed family. Dempsey was arrested for innocently breaking a law that required dangerous breeds to wear a muzzle. Animal rights activist Ben Ballistic, and after a 3-year legal battle, the pitbull was finally released from death row. Gaspar was a dachshund that survived in the Chilean desert for 6 years. Somehow, his pet carrier broke open on the airport tarmac and he ran off. He was later found somewhat frazzled and super hungry, but he made a full recovery. Lucky was found frozen to a railway track in Wisconsin, USA in 2005. A police officer managed to pull the husky free just 10 minutes before a train huddled across the track. Close call! Miracle was a German Shepherd found 71 days after the Hurricane Katrina flattened New Orleans, USA in 2005. She was skin and bones, but food, rest and plenty of TLC did wonders. She now has a forever home in Canada. Rita was starving when she was found on the streets in Romania. Kind-hearted people put on a Facebook appeal that paid for her veterinary care. Rita survived, and the story was a great motivator for local animal rescue teams. Sabri was an Aussie bomb detection dog that went missing for more than a year in Afghanistan. An American soldier finally spotted the Labrador Retriever in a remote area. She was awarded the RCPCA's Purple Cross, Australia's highest award for animal bravery. Sophie Turker was an Australian cattle dog lost at sea during a stormy boat trip with her owners. She swam 8 kilometers, 5 miles through a shark-infested waters to a remote island, where she survived on her own in the wild for 4 months. A canine Robinson Crusoe, Susie, an 8-week old pit bull mix, was rescued after being set on fire in North California, USA. Her ordeal led to the passage of Susie's Law in 2010, which allows for tougher punishments for animal abusers. Susie now works to raise awareness about animal cruelty.